What's going on, guys? Welcome to Series 2, Episode 1 of my Non-League to Legend series. My name's Stu, and as you can see, a lot has changed since we last saw each other. No longer in Wales, no longer in Rhyl. I am now the new manager of Blyth Spartans in the northeast of England. There you go. How did that happen then? Well, try to make this a short story. Rhyl offered me a new contract, which didn't go very well. In fact, they wanted to just offer the same amount of money that I had, which is £220 a week. I thought I deserved a little bit more for keeping him in the league, because we were tipped to get relegated. Let's be honest, we were tipped to go down, but no, we worked hard, bought the right players in, and we stayed up. So I asked for an increase in wages. It didn't go well. Talks broke down, and my contract was running down to into the last month, and basically there were no other jobs in line at the time. I did throw my name in a few hats during this whole situation. Like, for example, I applied for the Cheltenham job, who got relegated from League 2. I know that was a massive step from that, but I thought, why not? So they said no. In fact, they pretty much laughed me out of the building. Fair enough. That's the way it is. And at this point, I thought, I'm going to get released from Rhyl, and with no plan B in place. So I went back to Rhyl, and we negotiated a contract. I managed to earn myself an extra £10 a week. Every little helps, I suppose. Anyway, I was prepared. I was just preparing myself to a second season in Rhyl, which I didn't have a problem with. I know I said in the last series that I should look on for another job. I was happy to do that. And just as I was about to go and do it, this job came along, Blyth Spartans. Now, I know it's a massive step. It's from Wales to the northeast of England. It's about 3.5 to 4 hours, according to Google Maps. Anyway, that was my situation. They came along. They offered me 350 quid a week. I did not accept that. I thought, come on, there's got to be give me a bit more money here. I managed to get it from £350 a week to £500 a week, which I thought is not too bad at all, really. When I mentioned the prospect of moving to this place with my fiance, she said, pack your bags and go, because I ain't going. So I'm on my own. I'm moving to northeast England on my own. So it'll be a B&B stay for a few weeks until I get myself sorted. Might have to find myself a cheap rented accommodation there. But the club have kindly contributed by paying half of my hotel fees, because obviously they're not, it's a lot of money, I suppose, so I've got to fund half of that myself. So anyway, that's where I am. I'm a Blyth Spartans manager, and boy, do I like a challenge. I've realised that they've just been promoted themselves from the Northern Leagues to the Vanarama National League North, and as usual, similar circumstances. No staff at all. I spent most of my pre-season hiring staff. I've joined quite late in pre-season, so the league's going to kick off in any moment, and I've made no signings whatsoever, and the size of the squad is ridiculous. That's all I've got. I've got youngsters, but look at this, it's all blacked out. It's all regens and everything. There's no one here. It's apart from some funny names or cool names like Ricardo Stearman and A.D. Eccleston and Byron Truelove. I mean, who makes these names up, people? They're not real. Anyway, enough of that. This is where I'm up against. I've made no signings, so the couple of games I'm going to show you, we're just going to get pummeled. I can call it right now. We're going to get pummeled. But we've got a long way to go. The window is very much active. Anyway, the transfer budget, just over £9,000. And the wage budget, just over £3,000. It's not the worst finance in the world. In fact, they offered more than Rhyl ever did, and I didn't do too bad with Rhyl. Just saying. And yes, you may see some familiar faces there. Ellis Bellamy, Christian Langos, Ashley Young. Now, I thought I should bring a couple of faces that I know of me. And by the way, I don't need to scout them because I worked with them. So I'm not breaking any rules here, people. But none of them wanted to come. So unfortunately, we won't be seeing Christian, MVP Langos, or Ellis Bellamy, or Ashley Young. We won't be seeing any of them because they don't want to play for me anymore. Never mind. Good luck, Rhyl. Right then. So this is it. This is what we're up against. And I'll just briefly go through the history of the club and the finances. It's in good nick, I'd say. 93 grand in the bank, and I've just told you what the budgets are. If I could just go to the general, and this is where it's similar circumstances to Rhyl. It's 10 quid a ticket. Not bad. An average season ticket price is 187 quid, and we've got 200 season ticket holders. We've got a few icons there in Adam Bartlett, Tom Wade, and Harry Dunn. And fierce rivals at Gateshead. I don't think they're in this league. I think they're in the league above. So we won't be playing Gateshead. And we've got a lot of other rivals, which I don't think we've seen. We've lost to Spenny more in the pre-season. Whitley Bay. I've been to Whitley Bay. It's quite nice. Well, I'd say... Well, sorry about that. It was a bit of an interruption on my computer screen there. Yeah, so Whitley Bay, that's quite nice. I mean, well, it was. I don't know anymore. I've been there for God knows how long, when I was a kid. I enjoyed that. That's the main thing. There are rivals. I don't think any of these teams are in our league. I'll double check that to make sure that I'm right. Yes, I am. All right, Harrogate. Well, there you go. We've got a bit of a rival this season. We've got Harrogate. And just to look at pre-season, I came in quite late. I took over the Spennymoor game, and that's it. That's nothing great. So, yeah, it's a lot of work to do. And we're kicking off our season against Chorley at home. So, let's hope we can get something out of this game. I don't think so. I'll be honest with you. I think we're going to get pummeled against the next two games. But hopefully I can work hard in the transfer window, because now I've got a couple of scalps. Got an assistant manager. I'm just waiting on a few physios to come in. So in the next episode, you may see some progressions in terms of players. And if I just go back to the club history, the general history actually, yeah, there we go. We got one trophy in our existence. Hopefully we can change that. That'll be my ambition. I'm hoping to try and stay at this club for quite some time. I'm not going to say we're here for the next 10 years or something. I'd just like to try and build something with this team. That's the idea of it, until something better comes along. The club background: founded in 1899, Blyth Spartans are a semi-professional English club currently playing in the Vanarama National League North. They booked their place in the North by winning the Northern Premier League last season. So there you go. That confirms that. Then they're a newly promoted team. That's a hell of a lot of work to do. We are tipped to be relegated. We've been here before. I'm experienced now, so I'm a relegation survivalist. The club play their home games at Croft Park and possess fairly basic training facilities and very basic youth facilities. And this club also has basic junior coaching and a limited youth recruitment network. That sounds basic. So the club is affectionately known as the Spartans, love that name already, and retains a fierce rivalry with Gateshead, which we won't be seeing for a while, maybe if not ever. And the club enjoyed their best spell of the success during the 2000s, although now enduring an 11-year barren spell. Again, we'll look to change that if possible. They haven't won a competition since 2006, but the Spartans still have a history of which they can be justly proud. Blyth won the English 7th tier for the only time in 2006 and finished runners-up once. So there's a lot to be said about this team. There's a lot of work needs doing, and hopefully we can change the fortunes by winning some silverware. But we're not going to think about that for now. The main aim is to build this squad as much as I can and to keep them in the league. I don't want to get sacked again. I didn't get sacked again. I don't want to get sacked. I want to build something and hopefully try and get this club contending to play in the national league above, which we won't be talking about that for a while either. That'll be a good couple of seasons away if all goes to plan. I think I've covered most areas. With all that said, let's see how the first game goes, This is going to be a relatively short episode, and so in the next episode, hopefully more developments, as I say, signings and more staff, whichever I need to do. Let's get right to it. Okay, so the lineup is a 4-4-2. Not much. We're going to find out what this team's all about. So we've got Grundy in goal. We've got Liddell on the left, Coyne and Buddle in the centre, and Kimmins on the right. And then we've got in the midfield, we've got Kinder on the left, Barry, Dawson in the centre, and Johnson on the right. And up front, we've got Assom Balonga. If I said that wrong, I don't know. I guess so. And we got I think it's Stefan, not Stefan, but Stefan Gonzalez. I'm going to call him Gonzalez. There we go. If I got it wrong, I'm sure everyone will get over that. So it's a 4-4-2. I'm excited. Can we get off to a winning start? That's the important thing. Okay, so we kick off this season. It's quite a good turnout, actually, to be fair. I'm not expecting much, as I said before, but you never know, is it? It's hard to make up this team, actually. Oh God, a good save by the goalkeeper. What kind of goalkeeper we're gonna have this season? That's the question, isn't it? The last one, I was pulling my hair out over. I got a feeling he's gonna do the same. We're immediately under pressure. We must have one of the smallest squads in the country, in this league anyway, at least. Not much is going on. It's going to be half time, 0-0. Second half kicking off, make no changes. Believe me, there's nothing on the bench that could make any difference, I'll be honest with you. Right then, here we go. Nope, we lost the ball. This Pew is going to give us some... Oh, just... Could have been, good save. That could have been a lot worse. Could have been a foul or a goal. Come on, can we pull something out of the hat? Can we get a goal? Here comes Gonzalez. No, he ain't gonna anywhere like that. Looking quite organised at the back, I would say, our opponents. And here comes Pugh again, and it's a goal. It's a goal. Joe Pugh. It was always going to happen. He was giving our defence so much grief during this game. The pace. What was our defender doing? He was always ahead of him. It's almost like he's too afraid to put a challenge in. But we're 1-0 down, which is to be expected. Do we have anyone on the bench that can make a difference? That's the question, isn't it? I'm looking at it and there's nothing out there at all. I mean, who's this guy? Look at this. I've got to work with this. Can't be any worse. I mean, Assom Balonga. I'll say it slowly. He's not making a difference. I mean, yes, his rating it's red. It's terrible. But he's just, again, he's one of these regens. Just the players to make up the numbers and nothing special. It's why I got to do a lot of work. I'm going to take him off and see what this guy can do, which is not a lot by the looks of it. Assom Balonga is coming off. Not that he made a difference anyway. Can we get a goal? Can we steal a goal? Can we start off the season by getting a point? It won't be the end of the world, would it? Here he goes. Here comes Denley, the new guy. He's quite tall. Look at this. Oh, here you go. Some skill. And there you go. Thumbs up for the effort. But it looks like we're going to be heading for a defeat. Could have been worse, I suppose. I was expecting to be at least 4-0 to Chorley, but I'm going to expect this for quite some time. It's full time and we lost 1-0. Actually, I knew there was something that I forgot to mention, and I'll go through it quickly with you before I go to the next game. This is what they expect from us this season, from myself. We are expected to fight bravely against relegation. Well, that's a given. We are also expected to reach the third round. Oh, so the third qualifying round. I read that wrong there. Can you imagine that? So the third qualifying round of the FA Cup. Oh, sorry. And the same again in the English FA Trophy. There you go. There's our expectations. Let's hope we can meet all three. Right then, so we're stuck with 4-4-2. One change has been made. We actually made a signing in Nathan Randall, the striker. Again, you know, much better than the last striker we had. So let's hope we can make a difference. So Nathan Randall is up front with Gonzalez. Everything else is the same. We're expected to get destroyed, apparently, according to the experts and pundits. So let's hope that isn't the case. But as I say, I'm not expecting much out of this game. Can we get anything from this game? Can we at least give them something to think about? That's all I want. I'm not expecting huge things from this team. Oh, the goalkeeper spilled it. Another ball looked out to me. One of the known bugs in this game. Good tackle by Coyne. That's more like it. Bit of fight already. Here comes Randall, the new signing. We're actually on attack. This is encouraging. Got to keep at them. Give him a bit of pressure. This is good. This is positive. Johnson crosses it in. It comes to Randall. It's his first goal of the season on his debut. Nathan Randall. 1-0 to Spartans. That is good. That is impressive. Smoothly passes the opposition defender. Knocks in. The goalkeeper doesn't know where he is. 1-0 to the Spartans. Alright, we need to not fall back now. Don't give them any chances. And we did. That was an instant fight back. Ellis Deeney. No relation to Troy Deeney, is it? So it's 1-1. Look miles offside to me. God, I'm so biased at times. Right then, we just need to find that early form in the first half. Oh, that's not good. That is not good. That looks like it's going to be a red card. Straight off. It looked 2-footed to me. That was yellow. It looked like a 2-footed challenge to me. We're lucky to stay on the field. If we can come out of a point, that'd be good. That'd be nice. That would be nice. But I won't say too much at the moment. I cleared up. No, that's just terrible. You're just giving it. Oh no. Don't let yourselves down, Blyth. Don't let yourselves down. Oh, the goalkeeper's just spilled it. Oh, we got another one of those goalkeepers, guys. I am making it my mission, hopefully by the next episode, that we're going to go get a goalkeeper that can actually catch the ball or make a save. I mean, look at this. Oh, that's terrible. That's amateur. Hang your head in shame, Grundy. You should have done a lot better. I could have done that one with a blindfold on. I made one change. Dawson's come off for Rivers. One of those players that just isn't good. I think we got a midfielder on the way on loan from Hartlepool, so that'd be nice. But we're going to look like we're going to be subject to another defeat, guys, and that's disappointing because we started off so bright. It's just, again, just the quality's not there, is it? We're going to see a lot of this season, and that's a free kick. He's not on the yellow card. I thought he's been booked already. Because it's going to happen. We're going to see a few guys get sent off, and there you go. That's 2-1. Second defeat of the season. All I can say is a hell of a lot of work is needed. I'm going to make it my mission to find a goalkeeper, because that was just terrible. Because he should have had that second goal. Should have kept that out. But the new guy, he did the job. He scored his first goal, so let's hope he can kick on with that. And with those two defeats, it leaves us 17th. Well, so many games, so many teams to play against. I'm not used to it actually after the season in Rhyl. But all is not lost. Hopefully we can start picking up some points along the way. But I will leave it here for now, guys. And we'll try and I'll upload the second episode as soon as I possibly can. Hopefully with some new signings along the way. We've got one coming in to improve our midfield. Hopefully on loan from Hartlepool. In fact, I'll show you who that is quickly. Well, I'll find him eventually. But yeah, Kieran Green. okay, he hasn't been scouted properly, but listen, let's be honest, he'll be better than what we've got right now. Let's put it like that. The new era has started. Didn't start off too well, but I think we can get something. I think we can kick on and get surprise a few people and win a few games here and there. But I'm excited. I'm looking forward to the challenge. But as usual, leave a comment, like the video, hit the subscribe button, and I will see you guys on the next episode. Bye for now.